Hi friends, I hope you're doing well and had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Before we start today's lesson, I'd like to take a second, kind of like we did in the atrium, to ready our hearts and our minds for today's lesson. So let's sit down and sit up straight and have a little bit of silence where we close our eyes and take a few deep breaths. You ready? All right. Good. All right. It's been a little while since I made my last video. I think it was in the spring. We've had a few season changes since then. We went through summer and fall, and now it's winter. What are some signs that help you know that the seasons have changed? I think about the falling leaves and the fact that it's chillier outside and the sun goes to bed earlier. Now we're entering a new season in church right now. Today is the first Sunday of Advent. Can you think of some signs you might see around the church that would help you know it's a changing season? Right, you might see changing colors, like on the altar table. Let's go over, kind of review what the colors mean when we see them in church and what the seasons are. So we just came out of a green period. And what does green stand for? Growing. That's right. And we'll see red on our Holy Spirit days. And there's blue and purple. Both indicate that we're in a period of preparation. And right now, the Advent color is going to be blue. We're getting ready, we're preparing for the coming of Christ. The last color is white. This is the color we see on our celebration days. Can you think of another change that you might see around church during Advent? Yeah, you might see an Advent wreath. And this isn't necessarily a wreath that you would see on the door like you might think of, but this wreath is going to be on a pedestal or on a table. And it's going to have candles in it, 4 around the outside, 1 for each Sunday during the period of Advent, and then 1 in the center to be lit on Christmas. I'll show you mine. Here's ours. You may not have an Advent wreath around the house. We made this one with a paper plate and some candles we had. You can also make it with some construction paper or even draw one. But what we're gonna do with this wreath is we're gonna light 1 candle around the outside for each Sunday as we're approaching Christmas. I'm gonna go ahead and light mine now. And the 1 candle on its own might not be very bright, but as we add a lit candle each week, it's really going to start glowing, just like the light of Jesus in our lives. So I invite you this week to talk to your parents and maybe get some items together and make your own Advent wreath, or do some art that might help you express the Advent season in your life. I sure do miss you, and I hope you're all doing well. Have a wonderful Advent season, and I'll be praying for each and every one of you. I love you. Bye-bye.